Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Black Panther issue 166. Now the title says Klaw Stands Supreme Part 1 at the top of the cover, but when you get to the second page it says Avengers of the New World Part 7. I don't know which is. So anyway, this is written by Ta-Nehisi Coates, penciler Leonard Kirk, inkers Leonard Kirk and Mark Deering, color artist Laura Martin. We get a brief synopsis on the first page talking about how Wakanda is transitioning to a constitutional monarchy, but that really has nothing to do with what's going on in the issue. Have you guys noticed how thin these covers are now? This is garbage paper. Like, this is indie level paper. I'm pretty sure Alterna has thicker cover paper. Anyway, we open up at a lunatic asylum. They haven't been called that in 50 years, so I don't know when this takes place. And we get this crying kid talking about his sister hears voices. And the narration is by Klaw, and we see him zigzagging around, killing a bunch of AIM guys that he apparently convinced to do stuff for him. Then we have our Marvel value stamp of Black Bolt, which is a giant waste of space that means you have to check to make sure that's there if you want this in great condition. Then Klaw steps out, and he is in Central Azania, enemy nation of Wakanda. Why they had to tell us that on the title instead of through the story, I don't know. So this goes on talking about, there's a 3-panel synopsis of his origin, and it references Fantastic Four 53. Fine, that's fine, I don't care, but it just keeps dragging on. And we see some other people, Dr. Faustus, Hammer, a few other people. Then we got flashbacks of his dad beating the crap out of his sister. Then we see two people, I think, I don't know if they're both men. One's a guy, the other one is sexually androgynous because I can't tell. I think they're both dudes. I don't know. And they have a little huggy moment before going on an assault, but then Klaw shows up and kills them all, and he's thinking of his sister, sees the androgynous lover hugging the corpse of one of the guys Klaw just killed, but Klaw doesn't kill that one apparently. I don't know what's going on. Apparently his sister had a lobotomy. Now there's like a sound version of her in a tube that he had been searching for. I don't know what this is about. I have no idea what this issue is about. It's this long, journal entry. I don't know what I'm supposed to get out of this. He says he's going to drink in vibranium. Do you know? And it says, do you know what these degraded ones call me, Julia? They call me God. And then there's an image of the Black Panther. Are they talking about Black Panther? Or are they talking about Klaw? I don't understand what this was about. This was a waste of time. This is something that it would have been interesting if it was a book about Klaw. But the cover implies that he's fighting Black Panther. That does not happen. We see Black Panther twice in this entire issue. Once on the last page, which is a 1-page spread, and I think there's a glimpse of him in another panel. That was it. I learned more about Klaw's childhood and his abusive dad. There's no superheroing going on. There's barely any supervillainy. Why it doesn't tell me that Black Panther is not in this issue? He's on the cover. I thought it was going to be an action issue. It looked really dynamic. Klaw's coming at him and Black Panther's grabbing the Sonic thing. Nope. That does not appear. Do not anticipate that happening in this book. It doesn't. That is a lie. And this issue is pretty boring. It's not that bad, as far as writing goes, but I'm not buying a Klaw miniseries. I'm buying Black Panther. I want to see Black Panther. I want to see some Wakandan action. I didn't see any of that. There was barely any action in here. He shows up, zaps a bunch of people, and that's pretty much it. There's not really that much fighting. No, it's just boring. This one was a pass for me. I thought it was incredibly boring. It reads like slice of life fiction, but nothing really happens. The art's okay. It kind of varies by panel to panel. There's some shots that are really cool, like when Klaw first emerges. There's a great overhead shot of him. That's a really cool shot, but then the next page, there's this panel of him walking down the hall, and there's no features. It looks like an outline, and a weird shaped one at that. So the art's really hit and miss. Some panels are really good, some are very lazy looking. I don't care about Klaw that much. I'm sorry. It's somewhat interesting if I was reading a Klaw miniseries about Klaw doing something, but this is a Black Panther book, and Black Panther's not even in this. And then I'm confused. Is this Klaw Stands Supreme Part 1, or is this Avengers of the New World Part 7? What are we doing here? I feel like I'm missing a lot of stories, so if this is part 1, there's definitely some backstory I did not get. This is a pass for me. I can't recommend this one. So that'll do it for this episode. As always, thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel, and we hope to see you on the next episode.